were also bugged because again, we only had 2,000 over 2 hours. We had 2,000 or 4,000 kills, which is not a lot. What does that come out to be? 120 minutes. Was it 4,000 kills over 120 minutes? That is only like a little over 33 kills a minute per person, which is ridiculous. Like, or not per person. That's for the whole squad. Yeah, that's for the whole squad. Our whole squad. So per person divided by 4 is about 8 kills a minute. The game was bugged. Like the cascade was bugged. Like the spawn rate was noticeably chill. Like it was very just like fiending for kills. That was super rough. That, and on top of that, being the attacker, having my parkour velocity turned off. Ridiculous. It was stupid. Do you have the incarnate Riptide for that? Because I mean, I can show that off really quick. You can do crazy stuff with things. If you're looking for like a oh, you don't have to get 50 in 30 days, or at least it shouldn't. It should just be total there by the random. If it's changed, you know, consistency, you need hanging out. I was playing defense too. I feel like Sight's like a good defense. Like if I was gonna be, it didn't feel very comfortable as an attacker. It felt very much like I wanted to be in a defender because I could just set up my towers, sit in a spot. There's a Thrax running up to like kill up to pre-capture thing, and I could just shoot him. And I could just sit in one spot in that room. It felt very comfortable for that. Another person of Fierce Incarnate. Second person. Burston's okay, so this one's more base steel path. This one's for something else. This one's missing a mod because don't want to talk about it. Oh wait, brain thinking. See, this is why I love you guys. You guys like bring up things like, hey, what about this? And I'm like, but what about this thing you didn't even bring up? That's how my brain works. Dexterity, no. Dude, just merciless is fine. We talk about the missing mod. You know how many times I've gone through level cap missing a mod? I've gone my previous, not the most recent one, but the one before that. I was missing a mod slot, or mod in my build. Do you know what that mod was? Vacuum. I was missing vacuum. I went through an entire level cap cascade for 2 hours without vacuum. It happens to me all the time. I don't want to talk.
Sunscreen, please. There's no proof you're
only had pork chop. True. I feel like defense for cascade. There's barely any menus. True. I feel like they may have turned down. Yeah, Twitch can get weird. I feel like they may have turned down. There might either be a bug or they might have turned down the spawn rate for it. Which, well, that would be kind of not super fun if they did that. But I assume it's a bug. I don't attribute to malice what could be explained with a bug, you know. He's been queuing for. Couldn't get a spell T.
Who's getting splashed up?
Rotated attackers. Like I said, I experienced it as an attacker, like as the host, and yeah. Let me bring my unmodded, not ranked Loki. If I should be. There's more to see. I'm actually. We just spill in the tea.
It's not too bad, is it? Being here like this.
Please select destination.
I need to kill the tank. Is there... Please let me copy and paste things. No, but I'm gonna add you now. Crap, I should have put a note. I try to put notes on people's names, and that's different from Twitch to in-game. Go back to the sim though. Sim or tank? I'm gonna just do tank. I don't know what I want to bring for it. Oh yeah, I heard Titania is really good for it. I don't know. I have no idea if that's like where that sits. I know Shroom was speedrunning the tank for arcanes initially. Twitch. You're alright. It's one of those things where it helps me in the moment. Yeah. Probably not any reason to do this on Steel Path. Just gonna speed through this. But I am not a speedrunner. I'm just a little guy.
After the untimely disappearance of our
Arthur.
it falls to yours truly to set Hovanius straight.
Honk.
Deploy the HO9.
Oh god, my headset's turned up. What's up, Carp?
Disappearance. So they don't know where she is either. Time to press our luck. Your target is Victor's
Arcane?
beloved H09.
You know, and I actually don't super care about the extra arcane. That'll come when it comes.
The HO9 into position. Cover
Ba,
flanks
ba,
with
Carp.
barricades. Nothing touches
Carp.
my baby.
Congratulations on your promotion, Commander. Now, get to a comms terminal.
I never been. I'm sorry. My dude.
Wrestle those RPGs from their cold, dead hands.
Stormfall.
Chill out.
Do your thing. Make it brutal. Or don't bother.
That's good to hear, friend. Are we playing? Have we played? Do you play PoE 2, Carp? I don't remember. How does my Hall of Anya look? Like my back room? Not too different. I gotta be real with you, before streaming I really didn't fashion frame that much.
If it weren't for the disease that disfigures your body and soul,
Yeah,
you're just one more dead idealist in a pile of dead
Well-
idealists, whilst I am Hovania's very raison d'etre.
speak your fancy French words with me, Victor.
Not just formation, but inspiration. While you're a few
That's
sunny
not how I
chromosomes away from
What's going on, Nox?
Oh, Victor. You really are the most
We
insane.
got Night 2. The game's really laggy. It's pretty processor intense.
Does Victor really think this will stop us?
Stormfall.
I can't tell if I'm visible or not. Or in pixie form or not.
Will not be in vain. That place has surely been prepared for you.
Where are that bug still in the game?
Of heroes.
Surely not, right? Surely not. Hmm? See that bug still. See what happens. Yeah. Nah, I think they fixed it. Okay. Just curious. Oh. Processor is CPU, right? Yes, that is your central processing unit. Centrally processes things. I've done this fight way too much. Oh.
To the weakness of the hex.
Here, which explains things. Yeah, so there's just like a lot of things doing things. There's a lot of things interacting with other things, and that's what is kind of getting you on that.
Our plans depend on it. Stormfall. Eliminate these.
There's just like a lot of interactions, especially if you're running like a minion build. It's gonna be worse, which I know you are, or at least you were, because there's just more entities interacting with other entities. Like RTSs are very CPU intense because of that. Or like Warframe has a bunch of particles and things going on, so it's more GPU. A lot of graphics and stuff moving around on your screen.
One of you, filthy, wretched disease creatures done to my beautiful tank.
Arthur.
What have you been downloading?
I'm telling you, they've kissed. They haven't kissed, they're gonna kiss. I'm telling you. Think Bongage. I kind of want to try a Titan. Titan looks cool. I think it would be fun to run maps of Titans as well. Like just a squad of Titans going around. Obviously, maps are like really good to run with AoE characters, and every single character, it looks like, just eventually turns into a Sork of some kind. But I think it'd be really fun just to have like the Goon Squad going around and bonking people. I think that'd be funny. Excuse me. Where's your weak points at?
Tech clock regeneration. We'll need to find a way to make the damage stick.
Did they add more classes? Brain Runner, Titan. Titan is, sorry, it's a subclass. Bonky Warrior Boy. Titan's a subclass of Warrior. I'm sure there's some Popo enjoyers that can probably correct me further from that. Kind of like Blood Mage or Infernalist kind of thing. Like midway of Act 2 is, I don't know, the classes kind of pop off and get some identity. Meetings. Get me out of here.
Now it's dead. Victor has no idea what he's up against.
Alright,
We've got more to do tomorrow.
I'm going to raid out here soon. Get out of here. Sure, but hanging out. I very much was addicted to PoE, and I was thinking about I can either swap to PoE or I can raid out, but I'm thinking of just raid out. I think that's probably the pick. Find some lovely Warframe person to go raid into. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let me look at my Warframe list. Bunch of people on a lot of different games. Things been going great here. Thank you all that come in and like ask me questions about builds and stuff, because it really does just like liven up the day more or less. I don't have a lot to do in this game, so
Let's pretend
I don't
we're
know.
royalty.
There might be other people that are listening in that might benefit from those questions asked. Oh, I didn't do steel path, but I'm not bothering with steel path today. Magistar and Boltor, like ceramic dagger. Magistar, ceramic dagger, and Boltor. Probably do those. But anywho, things been going good. Hopefully not raided in a bit. Pull up my raid list. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. When's the last time we raided them? I think it's been a minute. Oh, it has been a minute. Yeah, I know who's we gonna raid. Oh, there's two of them. I got two. Contemplates looking at prices for a new CPU. You make sure you get the interaction chart. Make sure you get the what do you call it? The models correct. You know, like the socket. This is the word I'm looking for. The socket type is the same. That's gonna be important. I assume you know a bit about computers and such. What are they up to? All right. Who do we want to hang out with? We can do Umbra, Reams, or Pocket Ninja. Pocket Ninja is like a homie from way back. I haven't actually raided over there in a while. Actually, you know what? I just feel like raiding Pocket Ninja. It's like been forever. From like, oh wait, no, they're a beer banger now. Is ranks here energized worth to use more than our fight battery? All right, now you just came in with a build question, and the other homies on the beer and back screen, so we're gonna chill out for a minute and answer this question. So there's arcane battery does not fill the same role as energize. So I think like zooming out from a bit of that perspective is a good way to do it. Let me get the coveted MS Paint for my terrible drawings. I need to get with Vivi about learning how to do like more drawing stuff. Not like super drawing stuff, just make my shapes look a little better than what they do. She gives me the fashion uppies. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller. Excuse myself. It's like gets a little bit smaller here. So you have a container. You can fill the container up. This is your energy. This is your max energy. Your frosting. So regular container. Energize will put more into there at a faster rate, more or less, conceptually. Whereas battery will give you a bigger container. If your rate at which it goes in is the same, like if it fills up, let's say it's filled to this point over a certain amount of time, it's still going to be filled up to this point. the amount of time. This is battery. Whereas energize, let's say, this ideally you want to have a max amount of energy and a rate in. It depends on the warframe, etc. But like on Grendel, for example, you want to have that battery, but you also want to have that energize to increase the amount that you're filling up, because there's a lot going out. Depends on warframe, etc., etc., etc. But the amount that gets filled is not the same as the size of the container. So this is battery, this is more energized. Does that make sense, Frosty? So if you just put battery on, you're gonna have the same problem. And it'll be alleviated. You'll have more of a buffer. But the energize is not a buffer, it's the rate of flow. Does that make sense? Kind of fills in there. I love questions like this, but hit me on with all these kind of questions. I love those. I love putting it into shapes, because everything that I think about in the game is a shape in my head. It's a mechanic, it's an interaction. Like, I think like this part. You know what I mean? Like these parts. This is what happens. I can't conceptualize those into a way very easily. I do my best with words, but just doing really crappy drawings tends to get my shapes across the right way. And this is the joke. I don't do math. You know, I don't min-max. I mid-max. I'm mid to the maximum shapes. Seeing as Wolf knows. Sitting here in the corner, Energy Nexus takes a bite of it. Yeah, so Energy Nexus is a bit of a thing for it. So if you have a big energy out that only happens once in a while, and you have Energy Nexus with a certain flow to it, having a big container that's like slowly trickling in for constantly through Energy Nexus. Honestly, Energy Nexus is gonna do better than a non-ranked Energize. It can fill up enough to where then you could pull that amount out when you need it every once in a while. But that, again, it's all very situational to how your play style in the Warframe, and this very contextual. Energizing makes you want to do it. So I don't have plan. I'm here to farm stuff. Don't get me wrong. We do the uppies, Frosty Bear. We do the uppies. We do the level cap cascades to get arcanes. You can get arcane energized through doing that. So if you get your Fierce and your Loki and stuff like that, get in the Discord, get your amp done, the amp arcanes, you can just get it free to play, and it's like a fun thing to do. You know what I mean? Like it gives you a reason to play the game. Low-key shapes uppies. I like your funny words, Matchman. And just a minute flow water from the tap. And that's the other part of it too, is energize plus nourish. Like, nourish is an amplifier. It will take this and it'll make this. But if you don't have a container to fit this, it can be a bit wasted. So you really need to have that max energy too. That specific Astro build has a lot of energy consumption and just massive amounts. That's why I put it on there. That's also why I have Energy Nexus coming in at a constant rate too. And that is also, like, this is Energy Nexus, and then we get Nourish in here again. So now Nourish is amplifying that. So you see what I'm saying? So like, this is 3 times. This is, 1, 2, 3. It makes that 1, 2, 3. This is the beauty of Nourish. Nourish by itself is kind of okay at energy economy, but Nourish with something else becomes insane. Yeah, platinum just being game and arcanes. Yeah, I mean, if you join for the uppies and things like that, you get a ton of arcanes, and you can just gamble your way. You can get all that. The Citrine. I joke that the best way to get secondary encumber from Citrine's farm is to do level cap cascades and gamble for it, unless you like that content. But for me, for brain cells and things like that. It's nice because you also get all the other arcanes. That, like, it almost feels like a faster rate, and I don't know. For me, that's what I like. So yeah, this is how to explain. This is like, you know, like nourish. That's what this part is, and that's what this part is. This is like energize, and this is like energy nexus. You know, this is what happens when you put energy nexus through nourish. So energy nexus on like with nourish is various things, and then if you bring things like Archon stretch, right, with like the Daria doing those constant shocking procs, giving you another like energy, you know, another 2 energy per second. Well, that's going to get multiplied by nourish as well. So these combined, you get eat ass. I mean, just kidding. You get that 5 energy a second. With nourish, you can get it up to 15 energy a second. You know, because it's normally 3. And then like nourish, you can get up to like a 2 times multiplier. So that's 3, 6. Then you get that. That's 4. You can get like 10 energy a second. If you get up to like a 3 times multiplier, boom. Like, that's why I don't use energize a whole lot. Because, and that's another thing too, is like duration is energy in a lot of different situations. Depends on the situation, depends on a lot of different factors, but you can think about duration as energy or energy efficiency. Because if you have to cast, you know, a 25 energy ability once on a timeline, like every 30 seconds, versus every, you know, you had one that was all over here for 60 seconds. This is an exaggeration, obviously. At the end of the day, I'm spending, you know, I'm spending 25 up here and I'm spending 50 down here. So in a way, duration is, and there's the quality of life of not having to recast it. You know, so in a way, it's this. And under like channeled abilities, it's literally efficiency. That's why they equate it into, because this is how the devs think. That's why duration affects efficiency, like, because it is efficiency in most cases. It depends, but in most cases, a lot of cases, it is. So, you know, over the course of a minute, I'm spending 50 energy versus 25. So I could juice up the amount of energy that I get, you know, like through this whole thing, or I can just cast less. It's an option. You see what I mean? If anybody has any other questions, now is a very good time for it. Full of shapes, but not full of my homie shapes. Yeah. Don't make rectangles. Don't make damaged rectangles. Make damaged squares. Well, I'm gonna go see if they're back from break. No, they're not. We'll find somebody else. I'll find somebody else to read. But it's quite alright. I'm not trying to sit here. I'm trying to get food. What do we got? Through. They'll be right back as well. Is everybody on break? Listen, my marbles. Yeah, again, last call. Anybody have any questions? Here's your chance. My undivided attention. Not even in a mission. Oh, I know. He died of sick battery with energy nexus. That is a thing. And if you're able to get steadfast, getting free ability casts is energy economy. There's no duration on those ability casts. Plus, you're spamming them a lot. And it's like 75 energy per cast on that. That's why I run so many augments on it. Is like literally, if I don't have to cast energy to eat stuff, I can just spam eat stuff because he gets health off of health regen while in ball and when he's eating stuff in his stomach. So you can just eat, right? What does Steadfast do? There's a percent chance that your next 3 ability casts don't cost energy. So there's that. It's a transmission. So more reason to do uppies, or unless you like doing mirror defense. I'll be right back. Yo, is everybody be right back right now? Listen, my mind. Just try to find something to write. My goodness. So yeah, and that's its own energy economy. But anywho, we're gonna raid one of our lovely stream team brothers. We're gonna go raid. Told you. One of the homies. They're really cool people. Go check them out. It really does mean a lot to spend a little, and shouted at, you nerd. Come in here last second. Can't be doing that. Get shouted at. Ha, gotcha. So, please, if you all could just take a little time out of your day, it does mean a lot to like me to copy one of the messages there and then go put it in our chat. Makes me feel all happy inside. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, donations, things like that. We love those things too, but like, represent the community, and I don't know. It's like such a small thing, but it means so much to us streamers. Homie yesterday was mentioned in it. I know you're a serial lurker. I love you, Em. You're amazing. I'm gonna go check out Em too. Em's a homie as well. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Told you Umbra. They're super cool. They're in the stream team. They have been streaming Warframe way longer than I have. And they're much more into like fashion frame and things. But yeah. Look how many new homies we got. Look at them all. Look at them all. Look at there. Thank you hugging for the resubscribe. Thank you for the raise. Jeez, it's random. I think everybody's hanging out and just even lurking. Lurk is love. We're gonna go over there. I need to copy this message before we go. Bye bye. Love you. Mwah. Mwah mwah mwah.